great. So this is Ruthie Hair and Wigs. I'm so happy to be on this space. Well, some days ago, on my previous video, we did how to turn our bundles into a wig, which is this. How bundles, and that day I also show you different ways in which we can turn our web, how we do some make our wigs in such a way that it will be very very flat, so that we won't experience those bumps, things we need to avoid and things we need to do. And that particular day too, we talked about how, well, I said I'll also do a video on how we fix the closure, which is this. This is a 2x6 closure. Well, what I normally do before I transfer my bundles to wig is that I first of all place my bundles, my bundle rather. I first of all fix my bundle. But because of this video, I said, okay, let's do this first before we'll do this. But it's advisable to first of all place your bundles, sew down your bundles before going through transferring the bundles to a wig, or making the bundles to a wig. It's advisable to do this first. But so we've gotten to this stage. So I left a space for the closure. So when placing your closure, there are still other things you need to put into consideration. There are things you need to do so that your closure will be in space, well placed. That's why it is advisable to first of all sew down your closure before doing any other thing. So this is the space I left for it. So when placing your bundle and your closure rather, the other day I made mention of the 3 lines that we have here, the middle line and the 2 side lines. I'll place a link of that my video, so that if you've not watched it or if you've not seen it, then you can go through it, then you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. So this is like a part 2 of how to make a wig, or how to transfer your bundles into a wig. So this is your closure. As I said, why it's looking this brownish is because I've used my tint lace spray on it to make it have this natural look. You can see it's having the natural look already. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please just say hi. So you place your bundle using the middle line as your guideline for the middle part. This is it. And this is where your pins comes in. Very, very important. Your pins, using your pins is very, very important, especially the T-pins. It's because I'm shortage of T-pins. That's why I want to use another pin. So when placing it, you don't just go down straight the same level with the cap. No, you bring like ½ inch or less than ½ inch out of the closure. This is where the cap is. There's it. So you can see, look at where the hair is. I'm not placing it directly like this. No, it's not on the same line. You can see the closure is out a little bit, just a little bit, to give you that realistic look. So you pin down, then make sure it's at a straight line. This is the back too. Well placed, make sure it's well placed. Then you also pin down. You've secured both the back and front. Then it's also advisable to secure the side because you want to sew it down this way so that everything will remain very, very flat. I also do the same at the back so that I will not experience any shift when I'm sewing it down. So since I didn't sew my closure first before doing this, that's why I had to leave a space, because I'm going to put another web here, place it here, then use my sewing machine to run it down to give it a neat finish look. I want to do the closure part, that bundle, the last bundle I'll add, I'll just use sewing machine so that it will be very, very flat and looks so neat. So then I go in with my needle and thread. The thread is knots. Hi, it's nice having you around, Missy. Thanks for being here. We have another video for it, Missy. So I'll put the link below. Then you'll be able to watch the part 1 of it so that you get the understanding of this. So now you go in with your needle and thread. I hope you can see it. Can see the space I left that I said I will use for the other part. Then you sew down. When sewing, you go in bit by bit. That's good. I'm so happy you can see it. Missy, thank you so much. You knot it once, pass your needle through it. Just the way you want to sew down. Maybe you are stitching a small part of your clothes. It's just the same thing, but you have to go bit by bit, and you don't have to rush it. Like what I always say, you don't rush it at all. You don't rush it. You can see I'm doing it. Because of this video, I have to go slowly so that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. There are so many ways to go about this, but going slow is very, very important. And I also said from the other video, which I also repeat, please don't be tempted to when using your needle to attach your closure or your hair when doing your wig. Don't be tempted to pick the elastic. Thanks for the like. Can see it. Let me go this way. You just sew it down. You can see this place that I've done is flat already. Just take it bit by bit as you are going. For the essence of this video, I'm going slow. very simple and easy to do. You don't have to rush it at all. I have to take my clip, my clip. Excuse me, let me take my hair clip. So this hair clip is very, very important. It helps to keep the hair away so that you'll be able to do a very good job. Yes, you are. Actually, you're not the first, Missy, but you're highly welcome. I really appreciate the fact that you are here and your contributions too. So you just go bit by bit. I remember when I started making wigs, oh my God. It was as if, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Missy. I so much appreciate it. Thanks for your subscription. And thanks for your contribution too, for engaging. This early morning, at this point, it's still very early in the morning. If I'm not mistaken, this is few minutes after 7. Few minutes after 7. Yeah. So that's how we'll do it. So as I was saying, when I started, it wasn't easy at all. But because of determination, I just love making hair. I love making wigs. If you want me to be happy, even though I'm a bit down, what I do is to make wigs. It's like a way of relaxing me. That's great. That's great. So whatever wigs, whether braided wig or hair like this, I just love making it. When I started making wigs, though it wasn't easy, you know, when you start doing something, definitely it won't be easy. But the passion you have for it and the passion that passion you have for it will be like a driving force for you. No matter what, you just want to do it. The determination will be there, and that passion will make that determination in you for you want to do more, you want to learn more, even though it's not easy. Then I was using my siblings' hair. Anybody I see, I'll just say, come, let me make hair for you. I just love doing it. So we've gotten to the back of this. I would advise you don't go through the back. You don't finish the sewing to the end of the back. No. And there's a reason for that. Yes. Yeah, I noticed it too. 3 people. And thanks so much. I really enjoy everybody watching. So I've removed the tip in here because I want to sew this part. So you don't go you don't sew all the back at once. Since I've done this side, I will take the back to, I will sew it down to the middle. I'll sew it down to the middle. I'm almost at the middle. I hope you can see it. So I've gotten to the middle of it. I will not take it to this part. Good, I'm so happy you can see it, Missy. I cut the thread. Now I want to take, I've knotted. I want to take the other parts of it. There's a reason why you don't sew to the end once. I'll explain that. So this is the other part. I also sew this side down. Remember I said this space, after I'm through with the closure, then I'll sew. I love, first of all, pass my needle through the cap before attaching it to the closure. So you also do the same at this spot. You go bit by bit, and please, at the beginning of the cap, you know there is an elastic there. I always repeat it. It's something I'll always repeat. If not, your cap will be restricted when you want to wear. You feel that is very, very tight. When sewing, you don't pass your needle through the elastic. You don't pass it through it. You just go bit by bit. Make sure you are taking the mesh cap, not the elastic, till when you are through from that front part of the. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for loving my videos. And thanks for engaging. And the love too, the like too. So you just go bit by bit, taking it one at a time. After this video, maybe my next video will look at braided wigs, how to make braided wigs. But wow, that's great. That's nice. 4. Thanks. So just go bit by bit as you are seeing it until we get to the back of it, to the end. And that's when we will take the other part of, or the other half of the back. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. I really appreciate. Thanks for all the love, the comments, everything. I really appreciate it. So we'll continue. You don't need to rush it. If not, your thread will tangle, or you make more mistake, or you'll even be tempted to take it large chunk, which is not advisable. Make sure as you are sewing it, it is very, very close. Very close. Very close. Oh, my thread want to tie. Very close, and It can take you more than 30 minutes, no problem. The main thing is for you to do a very nice job, a neat job. That's our aim. As they say, it's not how far, but how well. No, it's a doll. It's a wig that I've done halfway. It's not a real person. It's actually, can you see it? This is actually my canvas head that I use to make my wigs. It's not a real person. Not at all. Though we can still do that when we want to sew on. Some will say they prefer, instead of putting on wigs, some will say I prefer to make it directly on my head. Then we'll go with that space. We'll go with that. But there's a way we'll go about it. Since we are using the sharp objects, there's a way we'll go about it. So we've gotten to the back. And that's when we take the other parts. We'll sew down to where I'll sew down to where I stop initially. From my right hand, from my left, I started with my left hand side. So I'm now at that spot. I'm at that spot already. So you can see it. I've gotten there. This is the remaining thread that I removed from. Let me remove this here, so that you will see what I'm saying. This is the thread I cut from there. Then you knot it. Knot it together. I love knotting it twice or thrice, even though I'll still use my machine to still press everything down. Okay, I'm waiting. Messi, do you have a question? Missy, sorry, do you have a question? Okay, before Missy will come back, so we've done with the closure part. Remember, I said I'll still put another hair here, but this time I'll use my sewing machine for it. I'll use my sewing machine to run the... Good, welcome back. So we're done with the closure. So these parts, this space that is remaining, I'll use my sewing machine to run the last two or one line of hair to it, so that I'll get a finished look, a very neat finishing. Even though I use the hand sew, I still want to get that perfect finish for it. Let's assume that I'm done with the hair. Just assumption, even though we know that, yes, I'm not really through with it. I just want you to see how it looks. This is the front. Let me position this. Oh, I didn't even take note of this. So you comb it out to... I'll definitely, Missy, I'll definitely check on you when I'm done with the video. I'll definitely check on you. For sure, we can. So you can see how flat it is, even though I'm not even through with what I'm doing. I've not styled it, I've not done anything, but it's still coming out very well. Can you see it? So later on, I'll use my hot comb to define the parts very well. I'll define the parts, that is after adding more to this part that I've not done. I'll use my hot comb on the top, then define the parts, and it will come out very beautiful. If you have any question, please do ask. Ask any question. Any question. Let me raise this tripod stand up so that you see the full length of it. This is the full length. So I've not even, okay. So I've not even added anything to it. Oops. I've not added anything to it. I've not done my styling. So I would say it's just 60% or 40% to go before I will say yes, I'm through with it. 40% more, then I will say yes, I'm through. So this is how to attach your closure. I will upload other videos too on the aspect of that closure to it. You can see how beautiful it is, even though nothing has been done on it. How beautiful. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And I really appreciate the fact that you are here to support and and I hope you find this so helpful, really helpful. We'll be coming out with so many videos on how to make wigs in general, not just making them, but we'll also talk about how we'll maintain them, what products to use for a particular wig. Really, that's great. That's great. That means your mom will really love making hair too. Lizzie, thank you. That's nice. What's the time over there? Yeah, this is after 7 or to 8, if I'm not mistaken. So as I was saying, we'll talk about so many things. I'm open to questions, suggestions, whatever you feel, I'm open to it. So I'll really appreciate it, and I'll say thank you so much. Really? Say me hi to her and tell her thank you, that I really appreciate it, and I hope my videos, she find them useful. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Missy. Definitely I'll look out for you. Thank you so much. So we'll talk about so many things when it comes to wigs, whether braided wig, straight wig, coily wig, short, long, whatever the style is, we'll look into it. So I want to say a very big thank you for all of you that have been here, that support me. As I said, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do, and also hit the notification bell so that when I put up any video, you'll be notified. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. And one thing you should remember: when there is no you, definitely there is no me. Thanks so much. I really appreciate. Thank you, and I will reciprocate too. Thanks. So this is the end of today's discussion. Let me put it that way. Very soon I'll with another one. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye, Missy. And you hear more from me too.